Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I will be talking about the new optional crafting reagents that you can craft with the recipes from Zeret Motis. So as you can see, in total you have 8 different reagents, and in this video I'm going to explain how you can get these different reagents, why these different reagents are very interesting, and what are the best ones to craft and sell. So in total you have 2 from enchanting, as you can see, these two from alchemy, 2 from engineering, and 2 from jewel crafting. I think it's really good that, for instance, like professions such as engineering that were a little bit forgotten until now are getting some of these new crafting regions, because it remains like it brings a little bit more relevancy on these different professions. So I'm happy to see that Blizzard included these new regions for engineering as well. So the ones for enchanting are the Cosmic Protoweave, which increases the avoidance and sometimes heals when taking damage, so it's extremely good for tanks. In order to get it, you need to kill Soranos in Zeret Mortis, and there is a 16% chance of drop. And in order to craft the item, you need to have these different materials, and as you can see, it is very, very cheap, so really this is not something difficult to craft. I think you need to be on your enchanter in order to get the item, but I might be wrong. But normally you need to be on your enchanter, and as you can see, you need 100 in order to learn the recipe. The second enchanting formula is the magically regulated automa core. This one gives a chance to spawn an automa core which explodes for damage and healing. In order to get it, you need to kill, I think it was written here. No, it's sold by Olea Manu after completing the Giro to Hero and Antonian Understanding. So this is not something that you can drop, but that you can buy. In order to craft the item, again, this really requires just a few material, and it should not cost too much to craft the item. After that, we have for alchemy the infusion for corpse purification. It gives you a chance to acquire additional resources from corpses. So this one could be really interesting for farmers, gatherers, and all these other characters that you're using to farm gold. We just don't know yet what are the resources they're talking about. Maybe it's only the resources like such as, for instance, like the anima or things like that. Or maybe also, for instance, when you're gathering and skinning, you will get extra, like, desolate leather and things like that. This is something that we are not sure yet. In order to get this for this recipe, you need to kill Xirat the Covetous, and there is a 14% chance of drops. The second recipe is for sustaining armor polish. Here it increases the duration of flask, elixir, and food buff. So this is something that is going to be extremely relevant, especially for raiders. So this one can drop from both Feasting and Zatogin and has a 9 or 8% drop rate. After that, we have the 2 for engineering. So the first schematic is for Erratic Genesis Matrix. This one allows you, when you are struck by an enemy that builds electrical sparks, and at 5 stacks, the circuitry shorts and lashes out. So probably like does some damages. In order to get it, you need to kill the destabilized core, and it has a 15% drop rate. After that, we have a really interesting one, the Pure Air Cell Extensions, which increases the movement speed and mount speed while in the Shadowlands. And this one can drop from Garidian, 14% chance, and Tarkwix, 7% chance. So this one is very interesting. After that, we have the ones from Jewel Crafting. First, the Aeolic Harmonizing Stone that can drop from Tetos and has a 9% drop. So this one gives you a chance to harmonize the sound, granting primary stat when acquired. So again, something that will really be relevant for most people. So a really good one that you can craft. And then we have the Devourer Essence Stone. Here, when slaying enemies, it increases your highest secondary stat for a brief moment, stacking up to 5 times. So again, something very, very useful for many people. And it can drop from the Engulfer, 6%, and Shifting Starcorroger, 4%. So basically, until now, we had only these missive that were also used as some optional crafting reagents. And how it works is that for most items, you can like choose one of these missive to add like another stat to the PoE you are crafting. For cloth armor pieces, you can actually choose both of them. And now, with these new optional reagents, as you can see, you can choose these missives and also add one of these crafting reagents. So if we take only, for instance, the different necklaces and rings you can craft with jewel crafting, normally you were able to craft only 3 per different type of jewel crafting. So it is 24 because in total you have 8 different rings and necklaces. But now it brings the number of unique item you can craft. And by unique item, I mean, for instance, here the main stat is critical strike. You add, for instance, versatility, and then you add this one, the sustaining armor polish. So all these unique BOEs you can craft only with jewel crafting 190 different of these BOEs. So really, I think it's gonna leave like a lot of room for having tons of different type of BOEs available on the auction house. I think, of course, you can also sell them directly on the auction house because a lot of people will simply buy everything, all the materials, and then ask a crafter to craft the item for them. So really, I think that if you can right now try really to have all these different crafting regions and try to sell them, especially during the first week, you will probably be able to make quite a lot of gold. So in order to compare like the different crafting regions, I think the best way is going to be by comparing the region average daily sold, which gives you some information about the number of items that is being sold per day. So here, as you can see, this first one, the Alic Harmonizing Stone, has a 0.12. So of course, keep in mind that right now people are not buying them like crazy because people haven't really started to craft new items with these new regents yet. So tomorrow we will have even more clarity on what are these like regents and what are the best ones. But right now, I think it still gives you a good representation of what are going to be the most interesting ones. So this one has 0.12. The Devourer Essence Stone has also 0.12. So both have a 0.12 average daily sold. Then we have the one from engineering that increases the mount speed, and this one at 0.40. So this is going to be one of the best one, and really this is something that can apply to everyone, and I'm sure that everyone will at least try to get one of these because really this is something that can help, like especially right now as we don't have the like flying mount yet. This is extremely useful. So I'm sure a lot of people are going to buy these ones. Then we have the erratic Genesis matrix that has only a 0.10 average daily sold, so not so good. This one, the corpse purification, that can like helps you get more resources, has a 0.28 average daily sold, and I'm sure that once we will know for sure what are the different resources we can get with them, the like the drop rate, the average daily sold will increase as well. Then we have the cosmic Proto Weave, this one has 0.22, pretty good too. And then the best one is the Sustaining Armor Polish. So this one has their like daily average sell of 0.84, which is really good. And I'm sure it's going to increase even more. There is no information yet for the magically regulated automa because, again, this is not a rare drop. So people probably are not yet able to craft it. But soon, again, we'll have more information. But I don't think this one will be one of the big ones. I don't think so. So really, I would recommend you to try to farm these different crafting regions. Try to focus on the ones that are going to be the most interesting. What you can do is really just go with one of your alts that has the correct profession and then try to get the recipe. It should not take too long because you really just need to kill 1 or 2 rares per day. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. I really think it's going to be some interesting items in order to make a lot of gold. And yeah, I wish you all the best. And tomorrow, normally, and I've seen that already today, some people were already able to start crafting the 262 and rank 7 legendaries. So probably like tomorrow, there will already have a lot of people selling them. So good luck with all of that. And yeah, we'll be back very soon with more videos. Bye.